Extra Champions League football next season over in La Liga has cranked up a notch with 7 teams, of course, competing for just 4 spots. But who's going to take advantage this weekend? We'll take a little look next. Another prediction video. Today we look forward to match number 27 over in La Liga, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe and keep you bang up to date with all things La Liga related, Black and Rose related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one Ruski, that's right. Of course, the race for top 4 is well on track, but of course Barcelona doing all right, but of course breathing down the necks are of course Atlético, Real Sociedad, and even Villarreal. Of course, so who's going to take advantage this weekend? We'll look at it all of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs, they're the patrons, guys. Thank you for loving, of course, behind the scenes. But anyway, let's kick it on forward. Of course, take a look at the next games, of course. But before that, to recap the results, which of course concluded last night. That's right. So here we go. These are the results. Of course, Atlético Madrid with a 2-0 win over Celta Vigo. I went the 3-1 win myself. Barcelona 4-0 winners over Atlético Bilbao. I went the 2-0 win myself. Getafe with a 2-2 draw. Called it with the draw myself. Look at me. I'm looking bloody shit hot, don't I? Meanwhile, Granada picked up a 0-0 draw against Cádiz. I went with a 2-1 win for the host. Sevilla 2-1 winners over Real Betis. That was the result. 3-2 was my pick. Villarreal with a 5-1 demolition. Of course, Espanyol 2-0 win for me. Vallecano with a 1-0 loss to Real Madrid. I went with a 3-1. Mallorca picked up a 1-0 loss against Valencia. I've got it bang on the bloody nose. Sociedad with a 1-0 win over Osasuna. I went with a 2-0 win. Levante with a 3-0 win over Elche. I went with a draw. And Mallorca did lose to Sociedad. You know what? I did pretty shit hot in there, you know, guys. Take a bloody bow, Durkee boy. So I got 2 wrong, which would be 9. Will be 9 there. So let's have a look. Where does that put me in the leaderboard? Get back. Let's take a look at of course, the league table before I get excited. Of course, Real Madrid still, of course, leading the charge, 6 points clear of Sevilla. It's not home and hose just yet. But of course, meanwhile, Real Betis, of course, in 3rd on 46 points. Barcelona in 4th. Game in hand, though, of course, could leapfrog Betis into 3rd as well. Atlético Madrid in 4th, of course, and Sociedad in 6th. Down the foot, of course, Levante going down at the moment. It looks like they're in a bit of trouble, despite a big win. Of course, 18 points on the board with Alavés and Cádiz also in trouble, with Granada not too far away either. Let's take a look, of course, at how I got on compared to these guys. Oh gosh, it doesn't look good, does it? It doesn't look good. Oh, we've been beaten by Nadagam. Wow. He got 10, I got 9. But I did all right for myself, didn't I? I did pretty good. Well done, of course, to the patrons, of course. So Nadagam kicking ass, Mr. Austin, Max Sengardi, Iman Hussein, and Bianca Mola, of course, kicking ass and taking names. All of us above 9. So well done to us. Let's pat myself on the back, even though we got 2nd. Of course, Max Sengardi is running away with it. Of course, this is the mini leaderboard, of course. 47 points on the board. And of course, big shout out to the patrons. Much love. They're all in there, little tight little pack there. That's, of course, the state of play in the mini leaderboard. We, of course, have rolled into a new month, the month of March. So let's reveal who is the predictor of the month for the month of March. Well, he is Nadagam, of course it is. Wow. Well done to you, sir. You've joined the Wall of Fame. You've actually got your 2nd name in there now. So, of course, double your chances, of course, to win outright as well. What about the overall leaderboard then, shall we? Let's take a little look. It is, I think, a 1-horse race at the moment, and it is Jonathan Liu. That's right. 3 points clear over Max Sengardi. Well done to you, sir. Keep on keeping on, brother. Keep on fighting. You can do it. So Jonathan Liu running away with it. 130 on the board. Sengardi, of course, in 2nd, 127, 37, of course, in 3rd. I still think it's probably a top 10 race there, probably all the way down to 11th. And then, of course, hey, but you never say never. Never say never. If you could pick up 2 points a week better than a Jonathan Liu and the guys, then you might be right back in the thick of things. So, of course, let's get into the deep end then. Next round of matches, of course, kicking on forward. I think they start tomorrow, which is Friday. So let's jump in the deep end, of course, get these badges out there so you can get predicting. So, kicking on forward, it will be Athletic Bilbao taking on, of course, Levante. We're going all the way through to Monday. This one, of course, Monday the 7th of March. Now, these two sides have played each other 29 times in 2004. 18 wins for Bilbao, 6 wins to Levante, and 5 draws. Just 1 win, though. The last 5 for Bilbao, 42% form up against the Levante side. Unbeaten the last 3, picking up 2 wins and a draw to boot. Kicking off forward, though, last time round in Bilbao, it was a 1-1 draw. That was back in February 2021. It was in semi-final of the Coupe de Rey, of course. Meanwhile, last time in the league, it was a 2-0 win for Bilbao against Levante back in, of course, October 2020. The reverse fixture, though, in Levante was a 0-0 draw as well. Kicking off forward, though, Levante with a 3-0 win over Elche, of course. Bilbao losing to Valencia and haven't scored in back-to-back games, of course. Coming at you, though, Bilbao 50-8 on for the victory, 3-1 is your draw. 90-4 is your away win. That's Levante. I'm going to go with the 2-1 win for Atlético Bilbao, of course, because Levante are in trouble. Kicking off was Real Betis up against Atlético Madrid. That's right, that's taking place on Sunday, March the 6th. Now, these two sides, of course, played each other 50 times in 1994. 12 wins for Betis, 24 wins for Atlético, and 14 draws, of course. Betis, though, coming to just one defeat past 6, 75% form. Up against the Atlético side, just one defeat past 5, for them 58% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around, though, in Betis, it was a 1-1 draw back in April 2021. The reverse fixture in Madrid was a 3-0 win for Madrid back in October. Betis with a 2-1 loss to Sevilla last round. Of course, Atlético with a 2-0 win over Celta Vigo last round. The odds on this one, then, shall we? Of course. What are we looking at? Of course, Betis a 2-1 for the victory, 11-8 is your Atlético Madrid, 11-5 is yours. Quite tight, this one. I think I've gone with the draw. That's right, 2-2 in the end, point split. And I think Atlético Madrid will be the happier of the two sides. Kicking off, it's Osasuna up against Villarreal. Let's get into the deep end on this one. This takes place on Saturday, March the 5th. Now, these two sides have played each other, according to my eyes, around about 40 times in 1996. 14 wins for Osasuna, 19 wins for Villarreal, and 7 draws, of course. Just one win, though, in the past 5 for Osasuna. 42% form up against the Villarreal side, unbeaten in at least the last 6 games, picking up 4 wins and 2 draws. 83% form for them at the moment. Of course, last round, though, over in Osasuna, it was a 3-1 win for Villarreal back in December 2020. It was a 3-1 win back then. Of course, reverse fixture, that was a 2-1 win for Osasuna in Villarreal back in October. Of course, Osasuna will, of course, lost to Sociedad last round. Haven't scored in back-to-back games. Meanwhile, Villarreal with a 5-1 win over Espanyol last round. And looking and starting to fancy the chances on this one, I'm sure. 5-2 on 5-2 is your Osasuna. 21-20 is your, of course, your Villarreal. 12-5 is your draw on this one. Quite tight, airtight. Going to go with the 1-0 win for Villarreal on the road. Kicking off forward, Celta Vigo up against Mallorca. Let's get in the deep end on this one, shall we? Where the heck is it? Celta Vigo, there it is, up against Mallorca on Sunday, March the 6th. Now, these two sides, of course, have played each other 23 times since 1997, 9 wins apiece and 5 draws. Of course, Celta Vigo, though, coming to this on the back of just one defeated past 6 for them, 58% form. However, just 1 win and 5 for them, 58% form for them right now. Mallorca coming to this on 33% form, and of course a 3-game losing run. Not great for them at the moment. Of course, last round, though, in Celta Vigo was a 2-2 draw. That was back in, of course, December 2019. The reverse fixture in Mallorca back in December this season. In 2021, it was a 0-0 draw in Mallorca. Of course, Mallorca with a 2-0 loss against Sociedad last round, haven't scored in back-to-back games. Meanwhile, Celta Vigo coming to this on the back of a 2-0 loss against Atlético last round. Look at the odds on this one then, shall we? What do we have on this? We have Celta Vigo coming at you 4-3 on for the victory, 25 is your draw, and 70-4 is your away win. That is Mallorca going out with a 2-0 win for Celta Vigo to take it to the house. Alavés, of course, up against Sevilla. That's the early kick-off on Friday. That's right, of course, the only kick-off on Friday. Played each other 22 times in 1997. 4 wins to Alavés, 12 wins to Sevilla, and 6 draws, of course. Alavés, though, coming to this just 1 win in the past 4 for them, 42% form. Back against the Sevilla side, who've lost just once in the past 6, 67% form for them at the moment. Of course, last round, though, in Alavés, it was a 2-1 win for Sevilla back in January 2021. The reverse fixture in Sevilla back in November was a 2-2 draw as well. Kicking off forward, though, Alavés with a 2-2 draw against Getafe, with Sevilla picking up a 2-1 win over Real Betis. Looking at the odds on this one, then, shall we? 50-4 is your Alavés, 11-10 on is your Sevilla, and 21-10 is your draw. Back in the Sevilla on this one, 3-1 win on the road, and of course, taking the house, taking the points all the way with them as well. Espanyol kicking off forward up against Getafe. That's on Saturday, March the 5th. Now, these two sides, of course, played each other, according to my house, 35 times since 2004, 12 wins at Espanyol, 13 for Getafe, and 10 draws, of course. Espanyol, though, coming into this on the back of a winless run of 8 games, of course, 25% form for them right now. Up against the Getafe side, of course, just lost 1 for the past 6 for them, 58% form for them as they try to get away from the drop zone. Kicking off forward, though, last time around, though, in Espanyol, it was a 1-1 draw back in November 2019. The reverse fixture, though, in Getafe was, of course, a 2-1 win for Getafe back in October. Getafe, though, a 2-2 draw against Alavés last round, back-to-back draws for them. Up against the Espanyol side, picking up a 5-1 loss against Villarreal last time around. Looking at the odds here, we've got 23-20 is your host, 2-1 is your draw, 13-5 is your away win. That is Getafe. Going to back the hosts here, 2-0 win to dent Getafe's relegation fears. Kicking off forward is Cádiz, taking on Vallecano on Sunday, March the 6th. Now, these two sides, of course, play each other 13 times in 2003, 2 wins to Cádiz, 5 wins to Vallecano, and 6 draws, of course. Cádiz, though, coming to this without a win in 5. Just 1 win and 6, 42% forward for them right now. Against the Vallecano side, I've lost 5 on the bounce. Wow. The wheels have definitely come off now for Vallecano. Last time around, though, in Cádiz, it was a 1-1 draw back in June 2020. That was in the Segundo Division. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture in Vallecano was a 3-1 win for Vallecano back in September this season. Of course, Cádiz with a 0-0 draw against Granada. Of course, Vallecano did lose to Real Madrid last time around. The odds on this one then, shall we? What are we looking at here? We're looking at Cádiz 13-8 for the victory, 21-10 is your draw, 7-4 is your away win. That is Vallecano. Going to back the draw here, 1-1 in the end. Point split right down the middle. Elche, they're going to be taking on, of course, Barcelona. That's right. They're coming in Sunday, the 6th of March. Played each other 10 times in 2014. Nothing for Elche, 9 for Barcelona, and 1 draw, of course. Elche, though, 2 wins, 2 defeats the past 4 games, 42% form up against Barcelona side of 1-3 on the bounce. points. 83% form for them at the moment. Of course, last round though, in Elche, it was a 2-0 win for Barcelona. Barcelona have actually won 6 on the bounce in all competitions and all venues, including friendlies. Kicking off all though, Elche with a 3-0 loss against Levante, with Barcelona picking up a 4-0 win over Bilbao. The odds on this one then, shall we? What are we looking at? Elche 13-2 for the victory, 5-2 on Barcelona, and 10-3 is your draw. Back in the Barca boys, 3-0 win for them on the road, and of course keeping their race for top 4 well on track. Into the final 2 now, we have Valencia. They're going to be taking on, of course, Granada. That's right, coming at you on Saturday, the 5th of March. 20 times they played each other since 2011. 14 wins for Valencia, 2 for Granada, and 4 draws, of course. Valencia 1-2, lost 2, drawn 2 of the last 6, 50% form. Up against who are these guys? Granada, just 8% form for them, losing 5 of the last 6. They are in trouble big time, of course. Last round in Valencia was 2-1 win for Valencia. That was back in March 2021. The reverse fixture in Granada was, of course, a 1-1 draw back in August. Granada, of course, picking up a 0-0 draw against Cádiz, up against the Valencia side, who picked up a 1-0 win over Bilbao, and they're coming to this on back-to-back clean sheets as well. Looking at the odds here, Valencia 4-3 on for the victory, 30-5 is your draw, and we've got 7-2 is your away win. That's Granada. So here, going to go with 2-1 win for Valencia, just takes it to the house. And then we have a zinger chicken dinner at the end. It's the leaders up against my boys, Real Sociedad. That's, of course, taking place on Saturday. Now, these two sides, of course, play each other, in my eyes, 53 times since 1993, 30 wins for Real Madrid, 12 wins for Sociedad, and 11 draws, of course. Just one defeat, though, in the past 5 for Real Madrid, 58% form, up against the Real Sociedad side, who've won 3 of the last 6, 58% form for them at the moment as well. Kicking on forward, last round at the Bernabeu, it was a 1-1 draw back in March 2021. The reverse fixture, though, in Sociedad was a 2-0 win for Real Madrid as well. In fact, the last 5 games in all venues here, the home side hasn't won one of those 5. Of course, last time the home side won was when Real Madrid took on Sociedad in the Bernabeu. It was a 3-1 win back in November 2019. Madrid, though, with a 1-0 win over Vallecano, of course, back-to-back clean sheets for them. Kicking on forward, though, Sociedad with a back-to-back clean sheets as well, picking up wins over Osasuna and Mallorca as well. The odds on this one then, shall we? Of course, Real Madrid 30-8 on for the victory, 50-4 is your away win, and 10-3 is your draw. Back in the hosts here, 3-0 win for them. No problems asked. Take the 3 points all the way to the bank and remain top bins. That's, of course, my picks. Be sure to get your own picks in as well. Of course, we look forward to seeing you back around. But until then, guys, smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe, check the links down below. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Twitch, I'm on Facebook, and I'm also on Patreon. If you want to be in the hot seat here as co-host to see out the rest of the season, let me know down below. Or better still, follow me on Twitter, of course, and we can have a good chat about it and get you in the hot seat with me maybe next time around. But until then, guys, smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. See you soon for the next one. Until then, dudes, we're done for now.